Well, I mean, most people that know you as the iPhone guy.
Yeah.
So I thought what we'd do is we'd take this opportunity to just tell people who you are and give them a bit of a backstory so that they don't just call you, hey, it's that iPhone guy.
Totally, yeah.
Well, hey there guys, and welcome to another video. I'm here with a guy who probably doesn't need an introduction, but just in case they don't know who you are you?
I'm Scottie Allen from Strange Parts, and I've made a couple videos now of some electronics adventures here in China. I made my own iPhone from parts that I bought in the markets here in Huashan Bay.
Yep.
And then most recently I just added a headphone jack to an iPhone 7.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most people that know you as the iPhone guy.
Yeah.
So I thought what we'd do is we'd take this opportunity to just tell people who you are and give them a bit of a backstory so that they don't just call you, hey, it's that iPhone guy.
Totally, yeah. I don't think of myself as just the iPhone guy, so it's
exactly
good to break out of that mold here.
So, quick question. Do you live here or you just visit sometimes?
No, I pass through. I would classify myself as a nomad.
Okay.
So I've been traveling full time for a little over 3 years now, I guess,
okay.
something like that.
Okay.
I used to live in San Francisco. That's the last place I had an apartment full time, and I really have enjoyed traveling all over the world, but particularly in Asia for 15, 20 years now, and I missed not being able to do more of that. So working at a full-time job in Silicon Valley really only gives you a couple weeks a year to go travel, and I enjoy it too much to limit it to just that. So I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to rearrange my life such that I could travel full time.
Yeah, so, okay, your video went absolutely viral. And I remember it kept popping up in my feed. You know, it's like, hey, I built my own iPhone.
Yeah.
I was like...
Yeah, I kind of managed to troll a lot of people who either follow like iPhone stuff or Shenzhen stuff by sort of popping up in various channels.
Yeah, it was awesome. So, I mean, I put it up for a long time, then I watched it and I was like, I know all those places, I've been to all those places, it's awesome. And then I was like, you put all this effort into making this thing, and I was thinking, that must have cost a lot of money, because you can just go buy a refurbished one. Like you see these guys here, they're basically making...
Yeah, they're repairing
and making.
Yeah. They're doing like screen repairs, probably at least, maybe battery swaps.
Yeah.
There's tons of booths here that are doing that.
So I mean, like that's the kind of thing in the past. Whenever someone's had a broken phone, I always take them to these places to get them
great.
fixed.
It's super high quality repair usually.
And you know, the thing is, you can actually buy refurbished iPhones really cheap here.
Yeah.
And
there's a whole industry around that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So I was wondering like why you wouldn't just buy a refurbished one, but then of course the whole point was to prove that you could make one, right?
It wasn't just about proving it, really. Like the personal motivation for me was about figuring out how all this works, right? It was an excuse to dig deeper into these markets, right?
Yeah.
So I'd been walking through the cell phone repair markets as I was working on other projects in China, but it was kind of opaque. Like a lot of the parts looked the same. There were tons and tons of booths. I kind of got that, yes, they're selling cell phone parts, but I didn't understand how it all fit together.
Right.
Like, where are the parts coming from? Who sells to who? Where do the parts end up? Like, how does this all work? And, you know, a friend was sort of walking through the markets and noticing the same thing.
Right.
And said, you know, I wonder if you could build your own phone. And I was like, that's a great idea.
And it is a great idea.
Somebody should totally do that. And like tell us how it goes.
Yeah.
And then nobody did anything.
Okay.
And we all sat on the idea for a long time. And like 9 months later, I was like, you know what? That's still a really good idea.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I should make a video.
Okay. Yeah. And you did.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's absolutely fascinating. But I'm guessing that you could have bought several refurbished iPhones for how much it costs.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I definitely could. I probably could have bought 3 or 4, equivalent phones. But it wasn't about saving money for me, and it's actually the number one question I get about that video is how much did it cost? And it's not something I put in the video because I didn't think it was very interesting.
Sure. To be honest, I think one of the biggest draws to your video is that people see, oh, he can make a phone out of parts, so it must be cheaper than buying a new phone.
Yes.
And I think that's why people are like,
absolutely.
Wow, how much is it gonna, like, I could probably do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I get a lot of people asking me because they've always wanted an iPhone, but they haven't been able to afford one.
Yeah.
And so they see what I've done as a path to having a phone, which I totally get. It just wasn't my motivation.
Yeah. This place looks rather shut down over here, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is a Saturday, so not every booth is going to be open.
Not yet, anyway. It should open a little later.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Markets are slow to get going.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. That's really fantastic. And you've just released the whole, thing about making the headphone jack thing.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you have that phone here that we can take a look at?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's actually in my backpack though.
Okay. All right. Okay, so here is his sacred iPhone 7 with a headphone jack.
A one-of-a-kind phone.
Yeah. Don't drop it.
I know. It would make good video for you, but it would be a sad day for me.
Absolutely.
Good footage. But it would be heartbreaking. It took me 4 months to design this, but to actually put it together was about 10 days. So
it's quite
I don't
a
want to
thing.
have to do that again.
Absolutely.
So here it is. I've got a case on
the
it.
guy.
Yeah.
I am the guy.
Oh, look. There we go.
I was just watching your video last night.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Scottie.
Putting in the headphone jack, right?
This is the phone.
You want to see the phone? Here it is.
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. So this is an iPhone 7 with a headphone jack.
Yeah.
Probably the first one in the world that
like
works.
it in the world.
Yeah.
Run out of battery here.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Oh yeah. It's playing music.
And get it near your mic.
This is to prove that it's real. It's not fake.
Yeah, not fake.
Yeah.
We rewind the song.
Yeah. Okay. So it's playing.
Okay. And then the headphones.
Yeah.
Plug those in.
All right. Oh yeah, we've got music coming through. Yeah.
And actually, we can prove it. It says headphones here, and when I unplug it, oops!
You press power.
I pressed the lock button.
Yeah,
okay, so it says iPhone, and let me play it again.
Yeah.
And then when I plug it in, it switches over and says headphones.
Perfect.
So the buttons work, like volume and stuff like that.
That's fantastic.
Play,
So
all that jazz.
it's real, proven here on the streets, in front of witnesses.
Yeah. That's playing music.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, it sounds
Wonderful.
good. That's awesome.
I don't know if you want to see the hole.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Nice
A little bit.
Yeah. Awesome.
Bob.
Chris.
Nice to meet you, man. See you around.
Enjoy your time.
Cheers.
You guys.
Cool. All right, fantastic. Well, that was an interesting on the street, expose. Of the
I'm
iPhone.
starting to get recognized here by random passerbys, and it's bizarre. I'm not used to that yet, I guess. You probably get recognized.
Yeah, quite. Yeah, yesterday in Hong Kong, I got recognized 5 times.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So I know the feeling, but it's awesome.
It's great. No,
great.
I love it. It's totally fine to approach me in public and say, hey, I'm always happy to meet new people.
Fantastic.
I wonder how many people that sort of stare at me are staring at me because I'm white. Like how many Chinese people are staring at me because I'm white versus they recognize me or think they recognize me from the video. And I don't know.
It
I'll never know,
could be both.
Yeah, it's probably a mixture. So one of my big goals with this project is to actually give this design away. I want to give it away in an open source way to the Western community, but I also want to try and give it away to the Eastern sort of open source approach, which is called Shanzhai here.
Well, Shanzhai literally translates to knockoff.
Right. Well, it means mountain fortress if you do a literal translation, but that's not very helpful. It's kind of the knockoff copy culture. And I actually want people to copy this design. I want Chinese copy factories to copy this because I want people to be able to buy like iPhones with headphone jacks, or at least buy kits.
Sure.
Or go to one of these booths and have a headphone jack installed.
I guess it's also a way for you to kind of say thanks to all the people that have helped you along this journey, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So many people in the markets have helped me. Yeah, so here are boards for you. These are just bare PCBs, bare flex. And then here is where the chips go. So you need to put chips on the back. Just VGA is pretty simple. It will be no problem for you. And it's the least I can do to contribute back something of my own.
Okay, I do have another question for you, though. I'm sure everyone else is interested. Are you only going to be focusing on phones? Is that your thing? Are you going to be the iPhone guy forever?
No, I'm not going to be the iPhone guy. I really love explore. I love traveling.
Right.
I love sort of going on crazy adventures.
Right.
And I love technology. So for me, it's much broader than just China, and it's much broader than just phones.
Right.
I want to go to other out-of-the-way places in the world and see I want to go see factories. I want to go see industrial markets. There's so much cool stuff to see that's really not being talked about in an in-depth, interesting way, I think. I think there's a lot of media that's just kind of glossing over the interesting details, at least as an engineer. I've been called a supply chain geek because I just really love this stuff.
I mean, that's
really cool.
that's what's really nice about your videos is that you do the technical stuff, and a lot of videos will skip that because I think people think it's boring, but it's not.
I think you just have to make it accessible enough so that people can have a grasp of sort of what you're talking about, and sort of share why it's interesting or my enthusiasm for it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well, fantastic, mate. I mean, I think it's really, really spectacular what you've done. I think it's a lot of fun. If you don't know this guy, which you probably should by now, the links to his channel and everything will be found down below. Is there anything you'd like to tell everybody that watches my videos?
I don't think so. Go check out the new headphone video if that sounds interesting, and the iPhone build video. I guess if you think I'd do interesting stuff, I'd love you to subscribe and check out what I've got planned in the future.
Yeah, how long can people kind of wait until your next one comes out, do you think?
I'm going to be producing stuff more quickly, so I'm hoping like the next one will be out in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
I'm going to do something shorter and more contained. It won't be like a big, huge, epic build video like it has to have been. I'm going to start trying and uploading more regularly, and it'll still be interesting stuff, but it won't be like a big, huge world first. At least for the next couple ones. I'll still do those, but it's not going to be every time.
Okay, good. So go subscribe so you don't miss out on his next project.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much for meeting up. This is a fun video to make.
Yeah,
it's really nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Can you help me and tell everyone out there to stay awesome?
Yeah. Stay awesome.
Awesome. See you guys in the next video. Hey there guys, I really wanted to say a massive thank you to all of you guys out there who support both my wife and myself here on Patreon. Got anything to say?
Thank you very much. Keep support.
Honestly guys, it gets tough sometimes making videos here in China because of all the hate that I get from all sides, from the Chinese side, from people in the West. And it does grind you down, but knowing that there are people like you out there supporting us, looking out for us, it really makes it all worthwhile. And I don't care if you're just supporting $1. I don't care if you support me $1 1 month and then you cancel. It doesn't matter to me. As long as there's people out there supporting us, it gives me that drive to continue. So honestly guys, a massive big heartfelt thank you from myself
and for me.
And as always, you know the drill.
Stay awesome.